Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Keyboard Warriors. I hope you've had a fantastic week and a lovely bank holiday. So our only session for this week, we're going to make a really good thorough one and to iron out any kinks, either any achy joints or tight muscles. So all you're going to need is your chair and yourself, and it doesn't matter what you're wearing, as long as you've got enough space around you to move your arms and enough space to stand by the side of your chair. I'd probably keep a drink to hand for the rest of the afternoon, although we're not doing a high energy workout, just with the temperatures creeping up, it's good to keep hydrated, especially if you're working from home inside. So, taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to raise the arms, place the palms together overhead, sit up nice and tall so that you're lifting up out of your wrists, out of the hips, and just press those palms together as you exhale. And then raise the arms up, bring them down. And we're going to do 3 more of these. So take a deep breath in, really swoop the arms up together. Exhale, press the palms together. And then bring them down again. Each time making that slightly bigger arc because you can't with hands. Exhale, press the hands together. And down, final time. So breathe in, big raise of the arms. Press the hands together and exhale. And then in this position, we're just going to bring the arms to the front of the head and raise them up and down, keeping elbows out to the side. Raise your arms and bring them down. So breathe in and exhale. And again, breathing in and exhale. And go for one more. Breathe in, raise the arms up, palms together, and exhale. And then from here, just place some pressure against the palms. Press together, feel the chest muscles kicking into action, and relax. So you're trying not to add any tension to the shoulders by bringing them up. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Press the hands together, and twice more, just press. Getting a stretch through the chest, into the hands, as you splay the hands out, and through the back of the forearm. One more time. And then just take the hands out and together. So you're just separating the fingers, still pressing them together. Nice, powerful stretch through the fingers. And again. And then place the hands together and just rock the wrists side to side. They come under a lot of pressure in laptops, tablets, phones. Quite often our hands are forced into this position. So you're just going to flex and extend. Easy to neglect, feet and hands, wrists, neck, and then roll the hands around at the wrist. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Back the other way. And then just gently taking the head side to side. And then forward and back. So drop the chin to your chest. And gently take it back. So don't let it fall down, place it down, chin to chest, and back. And one more time in each direction. And then reach one hand up towards the ceiling, palm facing towards the head, and lower that hand down, sit outside the temple, and just gently put some resistance between side of the temple and your fingers. Feel that lovely stretch through the neck. You'll also feel a little bit of a stretch down the side. And ease it off. Let yourself slump down. Deep breath in. Sit up tall. And again, just add a little bit of pressure. Head resisting against hand, hand against head. And then bring that hand up nice and tall. And from there, we're going to reach over and bring the arm all the way around and back. So kind of drawing a semicircle and up, come round, one more time, really big movement. Excellent. Then reach the other hand up, palm facing inwards towards the head, drop it over again, palm and fingers to temple and just add that bit of resistance. And relax, slump down, sit up tall, breathing in, add the resistance. And then raise the arm up, reach over. Keep both arm cheeks on the seat so you can really get that stretch through there, lifting up out of the ribs and swoop round. And back, up and over. One more time round. And over.
Then bringing both hands up, you're going to grab hold of one hand around the wrist. Firstly, just pull up tall. Really feel your tummy lift up, ribs lift up, chest lifted. Inside of the elbows in towards your ears, and then over to the opposite side. Come to the centre, and then again over. Try and come a little bit further over the second time. And then we're coming round at the front again, and up. Really getting into the back and the shoulders, and up. Give your arms a little bit of a shake out, and then swap over. So grab hold of the opposite wrist, the other hand. Reach up tall, and then over. Nice and firmly planted on the chair, and over. And then we're going to sweep round, and up. And hands to the centre, and then just relax them down. Give your shoulders a little shrug around, a couple of times in each direction. Good stuff. And then again, just take the head side to side. Let any tension just crunch and crack its way out of your neck. Sounds more dramatic than it is when you hear those crackles. It's just your body loosening up, warming up. And then roll the head around. And back the other way. The more you can keep moving and mobile like this and stretching, the less of those crunches you'll hear throughout the day. Then bring your shoulders up towards your ears and press down. Bring them up, shrug them down. Big firm push down. Up, shrug. And one more. That's it. And then you're going to bring one up at a time. And then roll one back at a time. So one at a time, you can really focus, drawing a big circle with the shoulder, and then do the same in reverse. So bring your shoulder around onto the front, really isolating it, moving it forward. Good stuff. Shake the hands out. Then shuffle towards the front of the chair. Take your foot forward and just flex and extend the toes. And then, like windscreen wiper, just take them side to side. And same with the other one, flex and extend. And side to side. And then we're going to roll the foot round at the ankle. A couple of times in each direction. Just the same as we've done with the wrist. Roll it round. And back round again. And then drive the knees in towards the chest. Try and sit up nice and tall for this one. If you want to make this a bit of a deeper stretch, then each time you bring the knee up, just hug it in close to the body and pause. If it's enough to just bring the knees up, just raise them. And on the next one, you're going to kick the legs out. Flexing the toes up towards you to get that stretch through the hamstring. So it's a dynamic stretch, this one. All that means is you're moving whilst you're stretching. It's not a static, cold stretch. On the next one, we're going to reach over towards the toes. So you're not kind of trying to slump forward, lifting up, reach. As you can see, I'm not expecting you to get your hands around the bottom of your toes. You've got extremely long arms and short legs. You're just reaching towards it. So stretch through the hamstring, cross the shoulders, drop the leg down, reach towards the other leg. And then just work through, reach, bring the elbows and shoulders back, reach and back. So opening up the chest, loosening up the shoulders. You'll find as you go that you can get that little bit closer to your ankles as you start to warm up the body. One more to each leg. And then just reach up really nice and tall. Just scoot your feet about hip width apart, maybe slightly wider. And we're going to come down through the centre. Stop at the knees if you need to and keep your back nice and flat. If you feel you can go further, come all the way down, either stopping at your shins or placing your hands on the floor. And then let your head drop down, chin to chest. Just take a couple of nice breath rotations there, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now you can deepen this depending on how flexible you're feeling today. Just take the hands a little bit further back so they're closer to your heels. You'll notice from having the hands at the front, taking them back, you feel a bit more of a stretch through the thighs and the lower back. And then walk one hand to the other side of your feet and then just lean over that thigh. And then coming up, hands on the outside of your thigh and just looking over your shoulder. Come to the center, take a breath in, and again we go round. Back to the center, reach up tall, going back down. So coming down to the floor, and then one hand over the other foot, and just hold on to those shins. Relax it there. Come to the center, and back round. And then coming up, hands on the outside of the thigh again, looking over the shoulder in the opposite direction. Back to the center, sitting up tall all the time, so make sure you're not slumped down, twisting round, or your back's going to be put under more pressure. You want your spine nice and straight as you twist round to get that twist through the center. And then bring yourself to the front of the chair. You're just going to take your pelvis, hips, tip them forward. So on this one, you will feel like you're slumping slightly with the shoulders, and then take the hips back behind you. So you're moving through your spine from the side, your hips are coming forward, and then they're rolling back, forward, and then back. So we're trying to get the spine moving, loosen it up from the seated position. So hips come forward, and then roll them back. Onto the sit bones, and back. Might feel a bit strange doing this one, but it's really doing your back some good, especially the lumbar lower spine. And just take one more, so sit it back. Let your belly button go back towards your spine. Bring your arms forward. And then when you reverse it, take your hips back. Bring your hands behind. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open the chest out. Looking up towards the ceiling. I'm just going to repeat that with the arms. So again, bring the arms forward. Don't worry too much about the lower body now. Just from the waist upwards, round the shoulders, and then unfold them. And again, coming round. Going to do two more, forward and back. If it's too much to join your hands together, just put them in the small of your back and squeeze your shoulders and elbows together. Final time round. And behind. And then still sitting forward of the chair, avoiding the arms of the chair if you've got any on there. Sitting up tall, we're just going to slide down to one side. Up to the center, down to the other side. That's it, just reaching down to the side. Take one more to each side. And then we're going to take a couple more shoulder rolls. Couple forward and back. And then bring your arms up to shoulder height and twist around. So keep your hips and knees forward, twisting at the waist, sitting up nice and tall. Pause it there and look in the direction of the arm that's behind you. Come to the center. Back to the center. And then we're just going to swing through, still under control, but just swinging side to side, hips forward, knees forward. Strong arms, just at shoulder height, avoiding them coming up towards your ears. And then just let the arms go loose and take the arms side to side. That's it, let them relax by the side and just swing. Gradually bringing them up. Take them over so they go just past your ears, just slightly behind, and then we're going to pulse. Pushing behind, swap, pulse. One more in each direction. That's great. Again, a couple of shoulder rolls round. And then we're going in for the yawn. So bring your hands together, elbows diagonal, and reach out. Really extend the arms out. Open the hands and fingers. Strong hands, bring it in. Take them out and repeat. Chest comes forward. Shoulders squeeze behind. And change sides. So out. And in we go. And out and in. Good stuff. Reach up tall. And just again, take the neck, head side to side. Going to finish off with a back stretch using the chair. So you can use front or back of the chair. Make sure it's solid. If it's on wheels, make sure your weight's over the top to keep it in position. And for first off, you're going to put the hands on the chair, keeping the shoulders relaxed, and just let yourself lean towards the chair. Press your heels down into the floor. Feel the stretch in your calves. And then push it back, take your hips behind you, bend your elbows, and come forward. And sit back. Going to take two more, leaning forward, trust the chair, trust yourself. Make sure your body's nice and strong so you're not sinking down or sticking the bum out. Nice, solid line. Sit it back. And then coming up to standing, go back to grabbing around the wrist and reaching overhead. Really pull that arm over. Don't be afraid. Use a bit of force, don't tug it, but just pull over, feel the stretch. And the other side. And then on the final one, you're just going to let the hip sink down so the other hip goes over. And the other side. Bring your arms forward. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale. Fantastic effort. Well done for sticking with it and making your day a little bit easier on your body and being kind to yourself. Enjoy the sunny weekend, and I'll see you guys 12:30 on Monday.